Hello guys, it's Jake from Tactical, and today I am showcasing you the brand new Crossfire II Solar. All right, so this is a really new product that's just released from Vortex in the UK, okay, and it is the new rendition of the previous Crossfire model. All right, so what we have here is that Crossfire, okay, probably one of the most popular sold items that we have in the shop here at White's Tactical, okay, especially being a CQB site. When people are playing, it's really easy for their optics to get shot at, especially when the only part that you're showing and presenting to the weapon or the opponent is the weapon around that corner, okay? The optic is usually the first thing that gets hit, if not your fingers, right? Now, obviously, as always, getting an optic shot out is a bit of a devastating blow, and you obviously have to throw that away in the bin or get the cracked lens and so forth, okay? However, with obviously the Vortex VIP lifetime warranty, you just simply send it back to them or drop it into us and we could drop it to them, and then you will receive a replacement one. Now, they cover absolutely everything. That's accidental damage, if you crush it, whatever it might be, or it just stops working, okay? The only thing they don't cover is if you lose it or you permanently, deliberately damage the optic. So if you decide to just smash the lens through because you don't like it anymore to get a fresh new one, they won't cover that, okay? Now, what we have is obviously the Crossfire here, okay? It's really easy to see, and I will do a little close-up on these after, okay, for some close comparisons. So this is the original model. This is the Crossfire 1, okay? Now this is the green dots that I have here, okay? They did a green, they've done a red dot, and they also do the tan model as well. Now, specs on these is pretty simple, okay? It's a 2 MOA, sorry. It runs on a 2032 battery, which is nice and easy to get, obviously, from anywhere, your local, shops on Poundland, Amazon, things like that, okay? So the batteries are not really hard to find. And obviously, it's got that really long battery life of 50,000 hours if it's on the medium setting. They also come with 11 light settings, okay, for if you're inside or outside, you need dimmer light, bright light. As you know, really bright red dot inside the reticle is just going to over fill your sight picture when you're down the target range, especially in a dim light setting. You won't be able to see anything past that. So you've got those really low level settings, which is really good, okay? Now, they aren't too heavy either. You're looking at literally 150 grams for one of these, which is really good. Nice and lightweight, doesn't weigh your weapon down too much, okay? It's, simple adjustments for windage and stuff like that, which with airsoft, realistically, for our market, what we're looking for, you're not probably going to need it. However, if you're into, obviously, the shooting market, and you're doing obviously competitive shooting using a T1 style optic, and then each one of these is 100 MOA for click. The travel per rotation is 40 MOA. Okay, and adjustment graduation, should I say, is one MOA, but the maximum you can go is the 100. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Okay, there's all specs that probably, again, in the airsoft realm isn't something that we're going to need to look at, but it's good to know. Now, the eye relief on this, again, is an unlimited eye relief because it's just a T1 style red dot. There is no magnification, which is great when you're using it on a rifle that you just want for CQB, to pop up in and out of obviously quick targeting acquisition situations. They've got the anti-reflective lens on there, which obviously is a standard. Really nice, good, simple bits of kit. And obviously, again, the Vortex logo is absolutely always something that we look forward to. Now, again, they are nitrogen purged, so they shouldn't obviously steam up and all the good stuff, okay, inside there. It's pretty simple things. However, this is exactly what you want from a decent quality optic. Now, Crossfire 2, right? So we have obviously the new model here, which, as you can see inside this very lovely box, okay, comes as a standard Crossfire Vortex box, as always. All of the bits on the side, the packaging, obviously with their barcode pricing, the MOA on the side, okay, and obviously all their info on the back. Now, the price of these is coming in at £174, okay, which is quite a decent price. Now, what they have done with this, straight off the bat, is taken a look at the Triumph and kind of mirrored the Triumph style. So what I'll do is I'll pull up a Triumph and we can actually look at that side by side so you can see how that looks. Okay, so obviously previous Crossfire we can see here, the Triumph, which we've got here, and obviously the new Crossfire. What we'll do is quickly take a look inside the box as well. So obviously opening the box here, you get your nice Vortex instruction manual there. You get your low ride mount as well, should you wish to put it on a flat rise mount, okay? It's got the Vortex logo on the side, yeah. And that again is your 12-inch bands screws that go in the bottom. You get your screw set for that, your key, and again the screws plus the Vortex cleaning cloth in there. Okay, so that's a nice little bit of kit inside there. Okay, nice and simple, your instruction booklet as you'd expect. and the optic itself. Now, as I mentioned before, this is the very first Crossfire, and you can see here, looking at the comparison side by side, it's a massively different profile. It's a complete change on what they've done in the past. So this is very, very similar to their brand new Triumph, which is just here. In fact, it's almost identical in frame. However, it has the solar panel on the top. Looking at the sides now on here, and I hope you can all see this. I'm just trying to make it as clear as possible so you can get a really good look at the optics here. Obviously, you've got your adjustment at the top. Now, they're not covered. They're kind of embedded into this turret system, which is on top, rather than having the screw cap that adjusts as well. So they're open and exposed. Obviously, on the sides here, you can see obviously you've got your battery cover, the other turret. Now, the other model, which is the Triumph, which is again is very closely similar styles to the new Crossfire II or the Crossfire Solar, has the battery housing on the right-hand side of it, and it also has the dial to adjust for those settings round to obviously 11 and N1 and N2. Now, this doesn't. This has buttons on the other side, okay, for you to adjust your settings here, and they are obviously like some kind of silicon push pad, or push pad, like should I say, on the side, right? The glass, again, the glass at the top is tilted, similar to the Crossfire. It's got a very large angle on it. It's like anti-reflective, is what I'd imagine that is supposed to be. But there's a large tilt on that glass compared to the Crossfire, which is sitting flush. Now, the Crossfire 1. And you can also see that on the Solar as well. I've seen these on the Spark Solar, that it has the tilted glass in the front there. All right. Again, the mount's different. The size is a little bit smaller profile, I'd say. Looks a little bit thinner, feels thinner, but it has obviously got some extra different features on there. Now, looking at obviously the stuff that it says on the box here, so the dot size on this is still 2 MOA. This one here is obviously the green one, so they do this in the red dot. Okay, they do it in the tan with the red dot, and they do it in the green. Okay. You've got the, again, same battery, which is the 2032s with 150,000 hours with the runtime with the Solar. So that is 3 times the capacity of what you are seeing with the standard Crossfire original and the Triumph. Okay, so there's a massive increase on that battery life there. Okay, again, you've got unlimited eye relief, seeing as the fact that this is just a T1 style sight, which without any magnification. And again, you have your adjustment graduation is a half MOA. So you can actually dial this in pretty much twice as much as you could with accuracy compared to the original Crossfire, which allows you to adjust by just half an MOA. Okay. The travel per rotation is 22.5 MOA, and the max elevation adjustment and windage adjustment is 100 MOA, exactly the same as the Crossfire before. The weight on this one is a little bit lighter. Again, I did say that before. It feels slimmer and a bit of a smaller profile. So this comes in at 126.72 grams, all right, which is obviously a little bit lighter than the previous model of the first Crossfire. Okay, actually, looking at the Triumph, it's slightly heavier than the Triumph. The Triumph comes in at 124.17 grams. Okay, so it's ever so marginal, a couple of grams that you're not going to notice on there. Okay, now it is still nitrogen purged. It has the 10 daylight settings and the 2 night vision settings, waterproof, fogproof, shockproof. It's made with Armor Tech as well, which is obviously the coating and everything for it. And it has the motion activation with auto shut off after 10 minutes. Okay, and that is all obviously on that Solar Crossfire, which is a really good bit of kit. Now, some people have said that they don't like the fact that big logo is on the side. I do get that. It's a little bit like having your logo plastered all over your clothing, and some people have preferred it. But it's interesting to know what you guys think on the difference between the original Crossfire and the Crossfire Solar, and if you actually prefer the original model or the new model. Now, the good thing is, and the good news is, if you are a fan of the first model, that actually is still going to be available in stores and online for the foreseeable future until they phase through into the Crossfire 2. And I believe the price point might change on that as well. So just keep an eye out on the website for due course, okay, if they do change any of those. Obviously, the Triumph is probably the brand new one to the T1 family for the Vortex line, and it's been one of the best sellers since it's come out because its price point is £120. Okay, so that with lifetime warranty optic is an absolute phenomenal price, and it definitely is something that you can't go and miss for your gear. So for me, one of the most important things of your weapon and your kit and your obviously airsoft gear is the optic that's on top of it, especially in obviously CQB. You want something that's reliable, robust. And again, if it does get shot out, you've got that warranty that you can replace it. So guys, if this was any good for you, it's made you help make a decision on what optic that you'd like to get, or you're just interested in seeing the new Crossfire 2 from Vortex Optics, then please obviously give us a like, subscribe and follow the channel, and obviously keep updated for more airsoft content.